Va en español mi respuesta. Bueno, tenemos la línea más novedosa que tenemos en México es la línea Chroma, ¿ok? Pueden encontrar, por ejemplo, el teclado Black Widow Chroma, ¿no? Con millones de colores customizables, teclas mecánicas. Pueden encontrar en mouse, por citar algún ejemplo, primero el Mamba, y que es muy bueno para juegos de shooting, y el Naga Epic Chroma, ¿ok? Y bueno, en este caso estamos mostrando aquí a manera de ejemplo los audífonos Kraken USB de la línea Chroma.
Well, the Mexican market has been started off pretty much like a lot of the Latin American markets, where like Brazil and Argentina, Chile, Uruguay, where most of it was console initially. And although Razer makes some console products, we're really focused on PC gaming. And Mexico has now started off the same way and now has discovered somehow magically that PC gaming is very, very vital. It's very competitive, and so they now realize that the mouse and keyboard is a little bit better than, more accurate and more precise than a controller. So obviously that's very important to us as we find markets that are emerging into the PC world. It's very important that we be here, and this is a very, very good market because Mexico has a very good economy as a country, and there is a lot of people with a lot of money. And so if you're in business and you want to be in business, you want to go where people with money and taste and culture and who like gaming go. Oh, well, Razer's a privately held company, so we don't talk an awful lot about what we're working on, but there are usually almost always about anywhere from 10 to 15 new products in the queue being worked on, being developed. One of the areas that we can talk about, since we've been very, very open about open source virtual reality, is our VR technology, our VR headset. It's a little bit different than the way we approach other hardware products. Other hardware products are usually driven by games, so when the games get more photorealistic, game engines become more powerful, there's a need for bigger and better mice and keyboards and headsets and better quality. So the games usually drive the technology. In this case with virtual reality, there really aren't any games yet, not really. And so we're kind of playing the waiting game, where we're waiting to see what big games come out, what games are ported from maybe console or from the PC into virtual reality, and then we'll go from there. But our belief is that it's going to be very, very big, and I think you'll see something along those lines within the next year. Our open source virtual reality program that we've had, I think, over 400 or 500 game developers sign up for the kit, and I think about 260 of those are actually actively making games for virtual reality. So it's going to be interesting to see where that goes in gaming, and it's going to be interesting to see how much gamers like to stand up and participate rather than sit back and grind. Well, my passion personally was always for games. I always thought games were really great. But as games got more powerful, with better engines and more pixels and more polygons, and I found that equipment wasn't keeping up with it. So my partner and I, our passion was to go out and create games that would enhance, hardware that would enhance the gaming experience. So it's a little bit like, a better golf clubs for golf, or better tennis racket, or better skis. It helps you enjoy your sport or your game even more so, and you get better and better by having like what I call trade-up equipment, you know. So if you get a really good set of skis, you'll be a better skier. So it's analogous to other sports where people want to improve, they want to get better. And gaming, it's you want to beat your friend, and you want to beat him bad, and then you want to rub his face in it, you know. So it's all about competition. And I think the other passion is that we don't like to lose. So we hate to lose. Yeah, we have a very strong passion for eSports. We think that eSports, if it was done right, could be the next ESPN big sport, you know, on television, and make gamers very wealthy. But you know, kind of like poker was, you know, discovered by ESPN, and then they made all those people stars. So for us, our passion lies in seeing the sport grow, seeing players get better, seeing them. Obviously, we want them to use our equipment. But we also like good feedback from them. We want to hear what they like, what they don't like, what their unmet needs are. And for us, it's all about the competition. And again, we don't like to lose.
Everybody in Mexico.
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
Well, first of all, I live in Mexico, so I'm sorry I don't speak Spanish, but I live here. I love Mexico. I think it's the greatest country in the world today. And I would rather live here than anywhere else in the world. And I can live anywhere I want, but I choose to live in Mexico. We believe that Mexico is an emerging giant. And it will be one of the top 5 economies in the world by the end of the century. It's really important that Razer be a part of that, and I like myself personally to be a part of it. So what I would say to you people who live here with me is, you know, be proud of your country, be supportive of gaming. Don't let people tell you that gaming isn't good for you. Gaming is very good for you. It's good for your brain. And it's good for your skills. And you know, play passionately, be kind to your friends, and keep on winning. That's important.
Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you. My pleasure.